I'm so thrilled that you're all joining us for both in person and over Zoom for our award reception for View Through the Lens, the 9th annual Juried photography show. Woo! To bring this wonderful national show to stage, there are so many wonderful partners I would like to recognize. Our sponsors for this wonderful exhibition and reception are Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing, and D.A. Davidson Steamboat Investor Partners, the Wyoming Arts Council, Alpha Graphics, and the Best Western, who is so generous to house all of our artists coming in from out of town. And, of course, the board of directors at Sage, which I would not be able to do anything without them. They let me run wild and do all sorts of great things to bring you fabulous events. So thank you so very much. And a tremendous thank you to my staff, Danielle and Rachel, who I would be lost without, and they helped coordinate, curate, wrangle both myself and the artists to bring this show to you. Let's see. What are we? All right. I absolutely love the beginning of the year because it means we are at our National Juried Show, and it is such a great way to kick off the exhibition season because it brings together not just the community of Wyoming, but the community of all across the states and our nation, and it's just absolutely wonderful. We've had over 425 submissions from 30 different states, and our amazing juror whittled it down to just 26 images. We did not envy her. And so it is so wonderful to get to say that this beautiful show, The View Through the Lenses, was expertly curated by our beloved artist, friends, and juror, Brittany Wesna.
It's a hard one.
It is. I am right there. I would love to bring Brittany up here to say a few words of how she pulled this phenomenal show together.
Hello! Thank you so much for having me. Firstly, I want to say thank you to the artists who all put themselves out there. I am still a working artist, and so I know how it feels to put yourself out there time and time again, experience countless rejections, and then revel when you're selected, right? And it is so hard to be on the other side and to be someone who selects the work because I so painfully understand, and so when I make moves to select or not, it is sometimes painful because I know what that feeling will feel like on Wednesday when they read it. So anyways, firstly, thank you. Secondly, how I put it together, I didn't expect this many pieces to come, the dream. So it took a lot of days and a lot of moments of sleeping on things. I first did things that I had a gut reaction to, and mostly when I'm looking at work and photography mimics the eye, but it's so special because it does something. It takes a slice of time, and so it shows viewers something that they truly can't see, but you feel like you can connect to it because it is lens-based and it feels like your own eye. And so when I'm selecting work, I'm mostly trying to select pieces that I feel like I could have seen in my life, but I can't imagine how. And so I'm pulling things apart. I'm trying to place the moment where the sun was or how it felt to be there. And I selected things that were surprising and gorgeous and awe-inspiring and painful and beautiful. I could imagine what that hike felt like or what the magic was, and that's really what this was for me. And also paying attention to the balance of color and black and white and traditional and digital, and because there's a place for all of it, right? And so I really wanted all of it represented. And that's how it happened. That's how the cookie crumbled, and a lot of sleeping and then waking up and fresh eyes and sleeping, and and it took about a week and we got there. So thank you for having me and giving me the honor of looking at the work.
Yeah. Thank you so much, my friend, and we are very honored that you've put together a truly amazing and stunning show. And now for the awards. I will announce the winner, and then Brittany is going to give a little bit about what she saw of that piece and how it came together. And we have four pieces that she selected as a winner, and then we have the ever favorite People's Choice Award, which, all right. And a sincere apology to anyone if I scramble some names. I was just telling someone I love learning all the names across all the different states, but work with me. So, in fourth place, it is, and then we will follow our wonderful Vanna White over there with the ribbon. So, but right down that way, It Seems Flat by Ling Xue Hao.
Am I talking now or
Yes.
after?
As we see them.
Okay, so for me, this one was all about color and hierarchy. And when I say hierarchy, it's like, yeah, it's frame within a frame, and it's all about the 2D principles and seeing something by passing by, but also there's modernity, it's mundane, but also you just stop there and it's so curated. Where you forget that, like, that's how our homes can be sometimes. I mean, they're thoughtful, even in their simplicity. It was all a choice, and I love that piece. I kept going back, and I was like, why do I love it so much? And it's because all of those things, like it just comes together so beautifully, and it's all about curation, and I love that.
Wonderful. Congratulations to our fourth place winner. And for third place is Cirque in the Bear Tooth by Larry Dean.
This one felt painful. It felt so painful. All I can think about is Ansel and what it took to take his donkeys with his plates and his large format camera and get into those majestic spaces. And for me, this artist, isn't Larry here?
Was it painful?
Was it painful, or did you helicopter up there?
Well, this is right off the road on Beartooth Pass,
Was it
and so it's a surf basin, so the glacier went through there and carved all that out, so I kind of think this is a monument to stubbornness.
Yeah, and I love you placed your highlights and your shadows so wonderfully. It creates an immediate target, but there's still a great rule of thirds in there. And yeah, I just see all the zones. It's a perfectly exposed photograph, and for that, I am in love. Like, thank you. Thank you for making it.
Congratulations to our third place winner. Second place is Butterfly Moth by Ashley Cooper.
Right. Well, it's insane to me how many pieces I put in of Ashley's because they scrambled everything up, right? Like, I could not tell who's who, what name, where they were placed, and so I must have a love affair because I was in love with that work. But for me, this felt very Alfred Stieglitz-like, so that was, or like, where everything just syncs up beautifully, right? Like, yes, this could definitely be a digital, like you could have placed it perfectly, it could have been manipulated, but it's perfection. Again, like how sharp it is, the depth of field, how you're putting my face or the viewer's face right in that, in the flowers, and it feels like you are a part of that moss or that creature, that insect's life. And I could have never seen this, right? Your eyes, like, it just moves so quickly and you captured it wonderfully. Yeah. cut out a
That was taken in their backyard at Delilah's 8th birthday, Harry Potter birthday party.
I like it even more.
There were tons of butterfly moths just all over these plants, and instead of really partaking in the party, which I usually do, I was like crouched down in the bushes trying to get, I mean, I probably took 500 pictures of, like, just trying to expose it right and have a really fast shutter speed, and then, but still have that great depth of field, and, I was just obsessed with these butterfly moths, when I should have been obsessed with Delilah. but don't worry, most of the time I'm obsessed with Delilah. That was so it was, yes, thank you for choosing
The color.
It's
wonderful. Thank you.
for it.
Well, congratulations. And our best in show is Dragonfly and Swallow by Virgil Biasi. Again.
This is one I couldn't stop looking at. This is one that I kept pulling apart over and over again. I kept pulling it apart, and when it was taken, laboring over, was it flash? Was it, like, what, how? And then I was laboring over how its print was made. Was it enhanced? Was it in the darkroom? This is just one I couldn't stop dreaming about. I was in love. Just the sharpness of that bird and the silhouette of the dragonfly. You don't know if it was in post or if it was overlapped somehow. And just using your flash at night, it's something you don't see at night. And so, again, it was otherworldly to me. And this is one I just kept moving back to over and over and over again. How it's contrasted. Again, I usually love something that is like Hansel and just so, but this felt such like it was being hit in the face, like being hit in the mouth. Anyways, I will stop. I still think about this, and I'm worried that I'll keep thinking about it. So, good job, artists.
And last but truly everyone's favorite, I don't know in the 4 years that I've been here for the photo show that we have had such a tremendous, unanimous winning for the People's Choice Award that absolutely crushed it, and that is May Meeting by Lisa Savab. And with that, we come to the end of the evening of our awards. A tremendous thank you again to all of the artists showing with us. It is such an honor that you are allowing us to showcase your beautiful work here in our beloved gallery. And as Brittany said, to all the artists who submitted, putting yourself out there can be very daunting, and then to just put yourself out there. So thank you for taking that chance on us, and we hope to see all those again who maybe didn't make it, because there's always new years, new things coming in, so we just can't thank you enough. And a very, very special thank you to all of you for joining us tonight. You are the support system that is allowing our fabulous artists to be here. You're supporting the arts, you're supporting Sage, and I cannot thank you enough. So please enjoy the evening, and thank you for joining us.